Welcome back to Upper Michigan Today, everybody. I hope you're just radiating love after that song.
That was
from
so
One
fun.
Human Being. It was so fun watching him move his toes, his feet, his hands, all at different rhythms.
Yeah.
I can
Do you
barely
remember?
walk.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were kids and it was like, okay, can you do this?
Right.
That's like taking it to a whole nother level, right? Like my hand always. Anyway, I don't know how he does all that.
Anywho, it's time for a monthly empowerment session. Maybe we can get a little bit of inspiration from him. He told us that he found his inspiration from somebody else who didn't have any arms, and so he used that to inspire him to play all of these instruments. And now we're back for another monthly empowerment session with Amy Turner, Kate Lewandowski. You probably recognize them. We've been doing these sessions for a few months now. They've been great, a lot of really great topics, but you know, we're in the full swing of summer, and with summer means doing things a little bit differently, maybe going for a swim in the lake, walking around barefoot, just like really taking in the outdoors.
Sleeping outside on the ground.
Oh, I do that often.
So our idea was like, okay, this, summer is so potent right now. It's happening. We're all feeling it. So how can we take advantage of what summer has to offer us? And so we came up with all sorts of ideas and little things we can be doing. But the first thing that came to my mind was the fact that, yeah, it's hot out right now. And there's a few of us that are like, I love the heat, I love the summer. But there's probably a lot of people also that are like not digging it, not digging the humidity, the heat, the whatever. And so just a reminder, like our biology, we're very good at being adaptive, and that's how we were designed, and that's how we're very good at it. And we've gotten pretty thermoneutral, like we set our thermostats at the this set temperature. So just letting ourselves actually feel the heat and feel the humidity gives the body a chance to like be a little more resilient and practice shifting the metabolism, and it's really dynamic and it's a boost for the body. So I guess I'm not saying like we like to shy away from uncomfortable things, and so like we first step into maybe that heat or that humidity, we're like, ooh, and we just gotta like clench and like make it until
we're uncomfortable. We don't want to be out here,
until we like get into the air conditioning again. It's like okay, just for a moment, like relax and breathe it in. And what would it feel like is like, oh, I'm just gonna be wet and sweaty right now. And like, what if that was okay?
And
what
if we're drinking our water, right?
Yep.
If we're taking care of our bodies and we're doing the things we're supposed to, it should be just fine to go be hot for a little while.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in doses like that, like there's always these heat stroke warnings and all of that. Like yes, take heed.
Yes, absolutely. Don't overdo
into
it.
your body.
Listen to your body.
But I'm talking about like when you walk out to the mailbox and it's just a short, rather than resisting it or being grumpy about it, being like, oh, I hate this heat, like really feel it, like go into it. Whoa, that's some thick air. And just let yourself sweat a little bit. And it's really good for the vascular system, and like that's what it's supposed to do. That's what our bodies are meant to do.
I mean, me, for example, yesterday, a lot of times when I get home from work in the mid-afternoon, I'm so tired. I want to take a nap. But my house was so hot. The thermostat said 88 degrees. I don't have AC, so I said, I'm gonna go jump in the lake because I have to. It's my only respite. So I went down, I spent about 2 hours at the beach, took multiple dips in. I was happier because of it. I felt so much cooler because of it. And because I guess I was just feeling that heat, thinking about the summertime, it got me to just do something a little bit differently. Not that I don't often go to the beach, but in a moment like that, I could have very easily just
been crabby, taking a nap.
Taking a nap for 3 hours on my couch, not gone swimming, not enjoyed the sunshine before the rain came in.
Yeah. So what else can we do?
So you had mentioned being barefoot, which is such a sweet thing that we can't do. And like I like to keep a mindset when I get in the rut of things, just like when you were talking about like you could have just stayed home, been crabby, not done it, to go, no, this isn't the middle of winter, and I don't have to just, stay inside or whatever that we feel like we have to do, but instead do the thing differently than you would do in other seasons.
Yeah.
And really remember that as kind of a motivator. Some different things that I have been
what does
enjoying
barefoot
doing.
do for us?
Oh,
I love
let's because I'm gonna kick my shoes off.
Me too. I was waiting for you to say something about that.
Most of our joints and bones in our body are in our feet and our hands. Like we have so many joints in there, so many bones, and they're meant, we have like a natural, our arch of our foot is the natural spring for the body. I mean, and so there's a lot of mobility in there. So rather than shoes can sometimes restrict the body's ability to do its natural movements.
Well, and certainly like high heels, right? I mean,
Yeah, terrible.
Right.
kick them off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going barefoot for the rest of the show.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And like, so it leads into a couple of other things.
Yeah.
Like, I have been opting to like take my meetings outside, take my phone calls outside, kick my shoes off and walk around in the grass, and do that differently than I would at other times, and it's so refreshing. Little tweaks like that, and no matter what your fitness level is or the size of your patio, like make a moment
Sure.
to go out there. You can take a camp chair out.
I mean,
Sure.
I took a telehealth appointment to my roof the other day because I don't really have much of a yard space, and the roof gets a lot of sunshine. So anything to just
yeah, it doesn't have to be fancy.
right,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be a whole big grand plan. Even just sitting outside, soaking it in. Sometimes I go out there, I feel like I'm like charging like
Yes.
a cell phone.
You
on a
are.
charger.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
You are,
I'm charging. Yeah.
I read eating your breakfast outside, just taking that 10 minutes that it takes you to eat your breakfast outside can really energize you for the day. Kind
It's
of.
huge, and you
It's
feel
the,
the air
it's the early
moving.
morning sun too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really important to set our biology for the day to actually get early morning sun.
Sure.
Yeah.
That orangey color, that glowing.
And ideally
sunrise,
without
sunset.
sunglasses.
Ah.
Yeah,
Let
I
it
mean
in.
maybe a hat if you, for the glare or whatever, but actually, yeah, to get real light into our eyes.
Soak in that goodness. Yeah.
Another thing is really being present with things like selecting fresh fruits and vegetables that wouldn't normally be, you know, there are farmers markets and there's the fruit stand and neighbors, and yes, receive their vegetables. Enjoy looking at them and enjoy the process of going and selecting them as a way of slowing down and being with the fruits of the season.
Sure.
Versus just rushing through, grabbing your regular canned thing. You
Try
know, and
something new.
Enjoy like the selection process and smell the fruits and vegetables.
That is the
and-
beautiful thing about the farmers markets. And we have such a short season up here. You got to take advantage of it while you can. Get there.
So-
Okay, let's take a break. These are all amazing suggestions. I already feel better just having my shoes off.
Me too. Giving my toes a little stretch.
High
Feels so
five with
good.
the feet.
I know.
Yeah, I got really dirty garden feet, not showing them to you.
All right, we'll be right back, you guys.